Lunch here. Welcome to another video. Welcome to Path to Decency episode 13. We have some summons to do at the end, 9 mysticals, and 1 fully completed light and dark scroll through pieces. So I'm going to save the best for last and do those at the end, and then, as you guys know, the last episode was a week ago, so I'm going to go over everything progression-wise that I did on my account in the last week. Hopefully I can do it fast so we can get to those summons. So the main thing that happened last week was free rune removal day. It was 5 days ago. So I fixed a lot of my units and improved a lot of their stats. I made a video about it, so I have an April rune video on my channel. I will also link it in the description of this video for you guys who just want to click it and go to the video. So I just basically show all my runes and stuff like that. I'm going to be uploading those monthly, so anyone who's watching Path to Decency or my PvP videos who are curious about my runes can go back and watch my rune video. I also picked up a rune like shortly after free rune removal day that I want to show you guys, and it's this rune. This is currently my fastest rune that I have. It rolled 3 times onto speed, and it is attack percent, but that's okay because Bernard, his skills do scale off attack. So I was pretty excited about that, and I think I'm going to keep my eye out for other runes that are like legendary and have speed on them. So if I get a rune for slot 4 like this that's maybe a little bit faster, I could potentially put that on Bernard instead of this one, but I think this one's pretty good for him. So I kind of wanted to show you guys that rune because I'm really excited about his speed. He's like pretty decent now, so yay for Bernard. So that's it for free rune removal day, basically. I also worked on Trial of Ascension, and I managed to beat 50 and 60, and I have videos on those too, on how I did it, so I will also put those in the description of this video so you guys can click them from here, and they're also on my channel if you guys just like want to search for them. 50 was Sierra, and I did have some problems on her. So I ended up beating her with 2 team comps, and I discussed that in my video in case you guys want to check that out. And then 60 was the Occult Girls, and I think I maybe beat them on like the 4th try or something. So I didn't struggle too much against them. I think it was the 4th, I'm not quite sure. So I was excited about that because this is the highest I've ever been in TOA hard. And of course, that's not really like a great gauge because, as you guys know, the bosses switch every month, so if a different boss was on 50 and 60, maybe I wouldn't have beaten it, I'm not sure. So of course it's not like an absolute gauge, like I'll always get here every month. That's not the case because the bosses change, whatever. So I thought it was just something to mention. I'm currently stuck on 64, and I kind of got close, but not really. So, I mean, I did get kind of close to beating it. It's like almost there, barely, so I think if my rune quality was a little bit better or something, I could beat it. So I'm just gonna chill out and just stay stuck here and then try it again next month. I don't think there's any like thing like strategy-wise that I could do to beat the level. I think it's just my rune quality. I mean, it could be monsters, but I don't really think so. I should be able to beat it with those, I think. I also have been farming quite a bit of giants because, like I said in my last video, I was basically in dragons for a really long time after I was able to finally auto DB10, and I kind of neglected giants, which is what I realized when I took a look at my Bernard speed. I was like, oh my god, my Bernard's only like, he's really slow, like he wasn't as fast as he is now. So I was like, ugh, he's not as fast as I think he should be for the amount of farming I've been doing. And then my Lagmaron, he didn't have many runes, so I was like, I better get back in there and kind of split it up evenly between dragons. So what I basically did was I did trial and error, and I tested a bunch of teams. I usually like doing that, doing things that way. So I've been switching up my monsters, running different runs of giants, and this is my current iteration of my Giants team, and they haven't failed yet. I think they've ran Giants like 20 times now. They haven't failed a single time. One time got pretty close, but they passed it. So I'm going to have to see what their success rate is. I think it's going to be good, so I think I'm going to keep running this, especially if the speed is this fast. My current fastest time is 1:47, which I just hit like 10 minutes ago. And then the fastest after that was 1:48, and then usually they end at like 1:55 to 2:05. It's kind of somewhere in there. I think maybe one time it may have been slower than that, but I think generally it's around 2 minutes. So I was super pumped about that. Fast Giants, and then hopefully I can get my Fast Dragons team here in a couple days when Vertihile comes up in the rotation. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So I just wanted to show you guys my run real quick to show you guys what I'm working with, and we'll see if they fail. I hope not. It doesn't look like they will. I was also trying Bella instead of Bernard, and that also worked very well, but I think Bernard shaves off like 16 seconds or so, 15 seconds maybe. So I figure I want to save the time, so I went with Bernard. Let's see what the time is. These animations. 202, so not bad. That's kind of where it's always at. So that's my current Giants run, and I was also experimenting with dragons, and I haven't really figured out what team I want to use. I was doing a bunch of different stuff. I was doing a straight dragons team, but the straight dragons team was still like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I was the same as my Reser team, so I'm currently trying this team out, but I haven't tested it enough to see if I want to use it. And I was doing right dragon with this team, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I hope I can just get Verd and then use Verd and not have to worry about testing all these other dragons teams. And then I'll just have to test a couple units, swapping them out. I also 6-starred my lag run, as you guys saw. I've been the method I've been doing to make 6 stars recently is to save up enough fodder for another 6-star, and then make a 6-star, and then from that 12-hour EXP boost, make enough fodder for another 6-star. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and I think if I do summon Vertihile, I will probably make a 6-star out of something, and then I will try to get Vertihile enough fodder for him to be 6-star, which it looks like I should have. I have 2 here, so I just need 3 more. So that's how I got my lag to 6-star. I just had enough saved up from another EXP boost. And then, so that's pretty much all I did the last week. Farm runes from Giants, and work on TOA hard, and then free rune removal day. So now I'm going to talk about my plans for next week. So this weekend is a new Hall of Heroes. It's the Water Lich, and I think I'm only going to farm up 1 and put him in storage just in case he gets buffed or the meta changes, or I want to use him in Necro. By the meta changing, I mean the meta changing and him being good somehow. So I think I'm just going to farm up 1 for myself, and I was kind of considering like farming more in case I pulled a Fuko, because I was like thinking like, what if late game, what if I actually want to run a really fast Necro team and like the fastest one happens to be Fuko or something like that, like a lot of like hypotheticals. And then I kind of just decided, oh, it's probably not worth it. If I do want to use Fuko and Necro eventually, I'll just have to not have any skill ups on him. I also already have a Necro team set up and ready to go. Well, not ready to go because it's not ruined, but I already have a Necro team set up, 5 monsters. So I think I'm just going to stick with what I have because I don't have a Fuko. So I'm probably just going to stick with what I have, and then we'll see. I also haven't spent any more money than I did a while ago. I've only spent $35, I think, is the official count. I may have like missed like $5 here or something, but I'm pretty sure it's 35. So I haven't spent any more, and I'm kind of running low on crystals. TOA is going to refresh here in 7 days, so I'll get quite a bit of crystals from TOA. So it kind of sucks not being able to farm giants when you're kind of low on crystals. But I think I'm just going to save this amount because I was kind of worried about the Hall of Heroes this weekend. I was like, oh no, it's going to be something good, and then I'm going to have like no crystals. But it turns out it's just the Water Lich, so, and I don't have Fuko and all that stuff. So I think I'll be okay. I'm just going to have to kind of chill out for a few days because I don't have crystals to farm stuff with. So, and then besides that, the big thing for next week, the biggest thing, Vertihile is coming up in the summoning rotation. Okay, I always talk about being efficient and stuff, and then I did this little setup here because I wanted to see how it looked if I summoned something good. So I might move it back because it messes me up a little bit. But as I was talking about, Vertihile is going to be here in the Summoning Stone rotation next week, which is the monster that I will be summoning for. I currently have 81 summons, but it's going to be like 80... Let me see. It's going to be like 85, I think. Maybe 86. Because I should get like 160 stones from Guild Wars, which will be like... maybe it'll be like 87. So it's like 85 to 87 summons, and I'm going to use them all on Vertihile. So I was talking about doing a live stream for it, but I think I'm not going to do a live stream for a couple of reasons. I don't have a live stream set up, like I don't have the overlay with the chat and all that stuff, and I don't have like all that stuff set up. So that's kind of a problem. And then I'm probably just going to do it and just do it by myself kind of privately and make a video so like everyone can kind of see it at the same time. So maybe in the future I'll consider doing a couple live streams. I'm not really sure, but for now I'm probably just going to keep doing videos. So hopefully I get him. So I'm going to be doing that in 3 days, and then I think I'm going to use the rest of my stones on Chisoon. I think she kind of makes sense to be like the next Nat 4 that I try to go for, because I already have Galleon, so if I do get a Vertihile, I'll probably summon again the next week, because I really, really like these Nat 5s here in the Chisoon rotation. So I think I'll probably go for like Chisoon next, and then I'm still, again, going to have to debate if I'm going to buy Summoning Stones still, or if I'm going to go back into Ifrit pieces and try to summon a Tessarian and a Mirror. So I'm kind of thinking I might go for Tessarian or a Mirror, but I'm not exactly sure. Because it's like a lot easier to just buy Summoning Stones and then wait a long time for like whatever you want, rather than like, oh, if I summon in a Mirror, then I have to kind of build it. So that's kind of like the big stuff for next week. So I'm going to have that video out. I'll probably summon on Monday when the rotation switches over. So look for the video on Monday, I guess, maybe Monday night. I might actually choose to wait. I'm not sure. So it should be up next week sometime for sure. So look out for that. And then let's do our summons. Maybe I can... I'm going to decide if I want to keep this setup where I stacked the buildings. So I guess we'll do the Mysticals first and then the Light and Dark after. So let's do this. Come on, let's get some lightning here. Because my last video I summoned like 10 scrolls and I got no lightning. But that's kind of what happens. Okay, come on now. Martial Cats, are you serious? We'll get some good fodder from this. For, stuff. A griffin, okay. Come on, at least one lightning, please. Okay, serpent. Living armor. No, we're running out of mysticals. No. Okay, last one. Nothing. Okay, that actually makes me feel good though, because if we get a lightning, I'd be all nervous. What is it? Okay, so here's the Light and Dark summoning pieces thing. Let's go for it. Okay, no lightning, but maybe something. Okay, no. Are you kidding me? A Bella! What? Okay, that's fine. That's kind of to be assumed that you're just gonna get crap from stuff like that. But that's okay. For those of you who don't know, I don't buy premium packs. I just get mysticals from a bunch of stuff. So I got like 3 of those from Giants, 3 from the Magic Shop, and then, I don't know. It's like I just get them over the week. I think I might actually help contribute to, like, I think some people are trying to figure out the summon rates. So I might go back and like watch all my videos and see what I summon to like submit that information. But that's kind of like some work that I may not end up doing. So that's it for this video. Look out for the Vertihile summoning video next week, and then that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next video.